All right, good morning, everyone. Today is Tuesday, August 11th, and we are going to kick off the meeting. Okay, Karina, did you want to mention or have any teaching moments?
Yes,
Notify.
I do have a teaching moment. It is about the updated Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac condo mortgage rules. So, what has changed is there's not going to be any more limited review processes, which previously used up to around 40% of the loans that were going through nationwide. So, they're going to have to undergo a full review process, which is a little lengthier. They're also requiring enhanced reserve study requirements to make sure that they're actually collecting enough reserves. And then there will also be an increased replacement reserve requirement starting in January of 2027, where lenders will need to confirm the Condos Association annual budget allocates at least 15% of the annual assessment income to reserves for future maintenance repairs, rather than the requirement of 10%. So this could cause some delays on the condo side. I will drop the little cheat sheet from CAR in Slack and let me know if you have questions.
Thank you. All right, we are going to move right along. All right, and get right into escrow. So fast buyers represented, Alexis and Gary both got into contract. Alexis for 255 in Hayward, and Gary got his clients into contract for 499 in Patterson. Congratulations to you both. We also have V in Fairfield got into contract for 530, and Brian also got into contract with his buyer for 565 in San Leandro. Kudos to you two for getting your clients into contract. Asir also on the board with the deal in Folsom for 641, and Brittany also on the board for her deal in Oakley for 680. Congratulations to you two. Manteca had buyer represented by Vanessa for 689, and Miss Roxanne Adams also got into contract for 697 in Pacheco. Good job, ladies. Moving along, Pam and Miss Kelly got their buyer into contract for 849 in Oakland, and Brittany on the board again with her deal in Antioch for 780. Congratulations, ladies. All right. And then Kang and Trin with their 955 deal in Oakland. Kudos to these two. I've seen their social media posts lately. And Miss Mayuri is on the board with her $1 million deal in San Francisco. All right, let's see. Congrats, Mayuri. And then Jay with his 1.1 deal in Pleasant Hill. Shout out to him for getting his buyer into contract. All right, moving over to seller represented. We have Miss Rebecca on the board, got her listing into contract for 437 in Modesto, and Blessing got her listing into contract for 448 in Vallejo. Congratulations to you both. Asir on the board again for his listing, getting into contract for 816 in Antioch. And rounding out, we have Jonathan and Stephanie with their $1 million deal in San Francisco. Congratulations to you three. And then Brittany rounding out listings that went into pending last week with her deal in Pacifica for 2.88. Congratulations, Brittany. All right, let's see what else do we have. All right, so here's a quick shot of last week. We put 18 new escrows on the board for a pending volume of 14.9. Thus far for the year, we have 459 units closed for 355, 232 in sales production. Right, moving right along. Quick updates. Today is lending scenarios with Padi and Christina. So again, their link is on the team calendar if you would like to join them right after this call. And then don't forget, every third Thursday of the month, you can scan the QR code to sign up, but you can hop on the live call with Patty for Truth Behind the Headlines. Alrighty, and then a quick reminder, this Friday, Demien's Alameda County Food Bank volunteer session. QR code is here to sign up. It is for a good cause. And the 2 hours for the shift, it does go by quick. So if you have some free time in the afternoon on Friday, I'm sure he would love to see you, and Alameda County would appreciate the support. And then last but not least, this Friday should be the rescheduled training for follow-up Boston Girl Scout. If there are any changes, I'm sure there will be an email sent, but as of now, this session stands on the calendar for this Friday in Oakland from 12 to 2. Right. Outside of that, quick reminder, it is the middle of August, but the end will be here soon. eXpcon, I do believe that Glenn dropped a 20% discount code for the tickets. So if you're able to go, or if you're interested or thinking or considering going, scan the QR code to learn more and take advantage of Glenn's gracious code that he shared in Slack. And that's a wrap for this week. Again, thanks everyone. Bye.